Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa Quintero and this is my final project video for ID 2126B course. In this course, we have studied the basic elements that an architect has to mind about for the designing process. Along this trimester, I directed my wiki to analyze how some of the greatest architects use the composition principles in their buildings through a symbolic way. I live in Caracas, Venezuela, and I can certainly claim that this country, specifically this city, is one of the most unique places on earth. Besides its natural beauties, Venezuela is characterized by its culture, and its culture is expressed in its architecture. Color, light, texture, acoustics, rhythm, circulation, space, and scale are the points I'm going to talk about in this video and how they are used in Venezuelan architectural works. Color. Misión Vivienda Venezuela is one of the principal projects proposed by the Venezuelan government for solving the housing problems of the population. These buildings used to be constructed in a lot of different places around the country. The Misión Vivienda buildings are always recognizable because of the random application of solid colors in its facades. These latter always break into its urban context. Light. The Barquisimeto Metropolitan Cathedral follows the avant-garde path that the Niemeyer Cathedral of Brasilia took. When we enter into this structure, the light that penetrates through the translucent roof highlights the space. This light management lets people enjoy of the stained glasses that involves the church and the colorful floor. This fact helps to accentuate the ascension of the floating Christ sculpture. Texture. The Club Táchira is an example of the 50s Venezuelan modern architecture. The concrete structure roof has a singular and curved shape, metaphorically imitating a handkerchief falling with its corners just touching the floor. Its wood interior covering completes the harmony with the similar textures of the building terraces. Regrettably, the construction of the initial project has not been finished yet. Acoustics. The aula magna is one of the greatest Latin American exponents of how to achieve acoustics comfort to the maximum level. The color clouds work as beautiful and functional sound panels. Its curved-shaped roof and the sound absorption fabric that coats the seats increases the aula magna's acoustics comfort. Rhythm. The helicoide is a building placed on the top of a hill in Caracas. The rhythm created by its scale-changing plants placed one above another simulates the topographic level curves from the mountain. Circulation. The Jimmy Alcock Circular is a residential building located in Bellomonte, Caracas. It takes advantage of its position for giving a view of the El Ávila National Park to the apartments. This is how the circulation is located at the back, and it consists of 4 stairs towers that leads to a passage in each floor. This longitudinal corridor is surrounded by a generous amount of trees that makes the horizontal circulation fresher. Finally, each apartment is communicated to this corridor by bridges, thus this fact provides privacy when people access to their houses. Space and scale. The Simón Bolívar's Mausoleum is a good example of how inefficiently a scale can be managed. Its color, proportions, and shapes breaks off with the nearly national pantheon because there is no harmony with this neoclassical building. However, the human scale in its interior is consistent with the building purpose, commemorate Simón Bolívar. As it had been said, Venezuelan architecture is an expression of the Venezuelan culture and its society. There are good ideas, but there are also incoherent or unfinished projects. What makes Venezuela unique from an architectural perspective is the infinite diversity of buildings, and this is a result of the intense process of miscegenation which this country has been always exposed to. We can recognize Venezuelan architecture by all the different pieces that it offers in a separate way, but what we need is that all these parts will be planned to establish coherent relations between themselves. Only then we will be able to identify this country as a whole, as the result of the union of puzzle pieces.